Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to hold your color. Okay, f*** it.
Every now and then I get requests from time to time that just make me go, what? And this is just one of those times. Now remember, on the 23rd I will be holding my first ever live stream over on Ustream.tv, which will be my 1002 special between 4:30 and 7 CST American time. So you'll have to figure that out on your own. But I will be doing that next Wednesday, the 23rd. Who knew I would actually have to make a full commentary just to advertise that? Well, let's get started. No, I will not make you sit through the entirety of his camcordered video game footage intro with, quote, epic music, unquote.
What the flabbergastle is this?
This looks like poorly recorded footage of the announcement trailer for Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, which I don't understand why you didn't just download it, especially when YouTube itself gives you the option to download videos.
Game Freak, why do you do this to us?
Because they like money, and so does Nintendo.
Hello, everybody!
I'm screaming, but I don't want to wake up my mom!
And welcome to my first rant, you might call this. I don't know. I'm giving my thoughts and feelings on a new game that was announced.
Yes, that would be a rant.
I imagine this is going up tomorrow. I don't know. Announced on January 8th, 2013. A new Pokemon game. Yeah, I realize that you probably know when this is all about this game already. But this is my thoughts and opinions on it.
Shaky cam and jump cuts included at no extra price.
Pokemon Y. Now, being the Pokemon freak I am, there's a little giddy boy inside of me that's just screaming, "Yay, more Pokemon, yay, 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 yay!" But
Long pause for added dramatic effect, I am sure. It obviously can't be due to incompetence.
I don't even know what it is inside of me, but there's this part of me that feels not ready for this yet.
It's a video game. It's not like you knocked up your girlfriend, that is, assuming that you even have one. It's not like this is the end of the world.
I was ready for a Ruby and Sapphire remake. I wasn't actually expecting it. I felt like Game Freak likes to do the unexpected when they can. Hence why we have Black and White 2 as opposed to Gray. I feel like that was really the reasoning. But I don't know. I wasn't expecting this yet. It's been too recent since Black and White 2 came out. I don't know. It just feels very rushed to me.
If you look back at the release dates of every Pokemon game released in the main series, they have never waited for more than 2 years to release a game. And it has been 2 years since Black and White were released. So history would suggest that this really shouldn't be much of a surprise.
I'm worried about how this game's going to turn out. Now, visually, it looks beautiful. I'm not going to say this is a huge mistake, that Game Freak should never have even come up with the idea, but come up with the idea in the first place. It's just, I worry about it.
I don't think this is a huge mistake, but I think that it will suck because of the release dates. Yeah, sure, that makes a whole lot of sense.
I feel like Pokemon, like the Pokemon fans who are very first gen or even kind of second gen.
Hi! And yes, Cyndaquil is the greatest starter Pokemon ever, though I still like the other games in the series.
Based who just like those games and refuse to give anything else a chance will be hating on this game like no other. Looking at the Pokemon designs of this game, I'm sure they already are hating on it like no other.
Why wouldn't they? After all, this thing just looks like a monkey in a hat. Or maybe it's a dog. Or a gopher? I can't fucking tell.
Now, usually it takes me a while to warm up to Generation Pokemon designs. When Unova first came out, I remember hating the generation as a whole, with like 7 different Pokemon who were exceptions. Now I like almost all of them. It's honestly my second favorite generation for Pokemon designs. So,
I wish to God that you would learn about these little devices called tripods. Seriously, if you're going to make a video with an actual video camera, get a tripod or learn to stand the hell still.
I'm honestly skeptical. There are only 2 Pokemon of the 5 so far that were announced that I immediately kind of liked. One of them is because it was a Fennec Fox. What can I say? I love Fennec Foxes.
And Victini, Eevee, and Vulpix are supposedly based on Phoenix as well.
The other one is because it was a deer. What can I say? I love deer.
Oh my god, I love deer so much! And in all honesty, I love deer as much as you do, probably, if not even more.
I feel like that's my only reasoning. The grass starter, I can't even tell what it is yet. Maybe when it evolves. It looks just bizarre. And the frog? Really? A frog?
That is strange. You're complaining about the looks of the Pokemon, even though you just got onto the old school fans for judging Pokemon on their looks alone. How does this work exactly?
You're leaving out a very important species of animal that lives in the water and isn't completely water. It isn't exclusive to water like they've done for every other water starter.
No, I think they pretty much got that handled because frogs live both on land and in the water, and they have never had a frog as a starter Pokemon.
And they're just going with the obvious and doing the frog. I don't know, that's just annoying me. It's always been a pet peeve of mine. They really shouldn't have done they shouldn't do a frog. But they did. Can't do something else that's, kind of Australian, a little bit bizarre. I'm a very close friend to these things. And Percival here is highly offended by their choice to not use.
So I can assume that you know many platypusi, however you say this word, in real life then, if you are such good friends with them. And this might just be me, but it is kind of weird to be naming your stuffed animals at your age.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just my pet peeve about that. The grass starter looks weird, and there's this bird thing. It looks cool, but I don't know. I feel like I'm going to need to warm up to this one a lot. Now, the gameplay. It looks much more... What's the word? Much more graphically... Looks like it's moving graphically more than it really should. I mean, I have no problem with increasing visuals. Heck, there's parts of black and white too that just take my breath away. Like that one part at the very beginning where you go up the hill and find Bianca. Yeah, that shot right there. I literally sat there dumbstruck by that shot for like 5 minutes before I actually talked to Bianca. But still. Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. I don't know. I just feel like there's a part of me that really thinks they're gonna screw this up.
Okay, I'm confused because you clearly stated that you were going to talk about the gameplay, and then you just randomly started talking about graphics and how you like graphical improvements, thereby not really raising any arguments as to why Pokemon X and Y are not going to be any good control-wise and gameplay-wise. What was the point of this video again?
And I really don't want them to. I want to see a masterpiece of a game. And I'm just afraid we're not going to. I feel like they're going to move very, very... in a very artistic direction. Which isn't a bad thing, by any means. But I don't feel like they're going to really do anything to enhance the gameplay. Or the tier lists, or anything. They're just going to try to change the art style. Make it better looking, and then add a few more Pokemon. By a few, I mean preferably over 100.
So in other words, you want them to do what they have always done with every release in the main series. What makes you think that Game Freak won't do what they have always done, which is what you have just described to us? The release date? Really? Or is it the Pokemon designs which you complained about even though you said we shouldn't complain about the Pokemon designs?
I don't know, it just feels so recent since Black and White were announced that I just have trouble believing that they're coming up with that many good designs since then.
Oh god, just look at the release dates.
I don't know, maybe it's just because I've gotten older and time seems to be going faster, but I'm just worried about how this is all going to end up playing out. We'll see, I guess. So, I'll probably leave a link to the video, English commercial in the description. You guys can check it out, and whatever you guys have to say on it, just leave your comments. I would like to know. I really am worried about this, and I'm having some trouble seeing that much of a good side.
Dude, it is just a new Pokemon game. It's not like this one will kill the series if it turns out to be bad. Just look at the Sonic series. They still make games even if 90% of them are shit.
Beyond there being a Fennec Fox and Deer Pokemon. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just not ready for it yet. Maybe come October, I'm buying this game, or maybe waiting a month and getting it for my birthday or something, I don't know. But all the same, I'm getting this game. I intend to anyway. And I'll be the one to judge for myself whether or not I like it. I don't let IGN tell me what I like. My Sims' boss. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my spiel on this whole shenanigan.
And this is my response. Now I must say, throughout this video, I get the idea that he is afraid that the Pokemon in the new games won't be very original, and that this worries him even though he said he likes the Fennec starter even though there have been Fennec-based Pokemon before, and the Deer Legendary even though there have been Deer Pokemon before, and that he kind of likes the Bird Legendary's design even though there have been multiple Bird Legendaries in the Pokemon series before. There are only so many animals that Game Freak can base their Pokemon on, so at some point they will stop being completely original. Deal with it. That is the Pokemon series. Will you still be able to make your furry little friends beat the crap out of each other? Yes, I believe you will still be able to do that, so be happy it's another Pokemon game. Now, as for your idea of a water-type starter Pokemon, platypuses suck. Nobody likes them, so it's never going to happen.